How many times did he put? Kwoku.
Daddy once.
So what caused the problem?
What caused the problem is when I told him that. Okay, what caused the problem is that when I said that this Igbo, you are a pastor and this is not right in the sight of God. But you always tell me that he's a pastor, it's not a sin. And you thought that it's not good.
Are you still with him?
We give ourselves break.
He said this pastor have church in Lagos.
That if you member, be small.
Member plenty.
Look at Igbo, I don't lie for you, get scared.
In this Lagos, a pastor, I don't see any pastor that have a big church in Lagos.
I'll be big, but people are going there.
His member, is he up to Zion Youth?
For where they play. No.
Okay, what is there is that you don't supposed to sleep with a pastor. If he's a genuine pastor, if he's an honest man of God, the Lord can forgive him easily before God can forgive you. Are you hearing me? Huh?
Yes, Dad.
I understand the fact that he wants to marry you. Huh? And the pastor put him out in a woman's private parts.
That is not only that.
Daddy,
it's not only that made me not to that made me to have break with him. One day like that. So Osimna, one lady the lady go on into this wine. Osina on a medical I'm on that in our bank. On us into his annos. So on the man lady that now as a man. So those things that discussed
okay. A man of God can. Okay, I understand. Some men of God can fail. Like David. He smoked Igbo. Please leave him, he will kill you. The best thing is to a man of God who is putting, a man of God is not, there is man before God. So a man of God can make mistake. But when a man of God is deep into sex, putting mouth in a woman's private part, smoking, that person is not a man of God. So you better leave. Oh?
Yes, Daddy.
Are you hearing my question?
Yes, Daddy.
The guy who always puts mouth in your private part, demanding sex all the time. A man of God can make mistake, but if you see any good man of God, even if mistakenly he has done what is wrong, he feels very bad, he reconciled, he cried, and he distanced that person. But a man of God that keep a woman with him, if you fall today, you fall tomorrow, you fall next tomorrow, that person is not a man of God. It's no longer mistake. It's deliberate and intentionally that the person is committing sin.
Yes, Daddy.
Am I communicating?
Yes, Daddy.
So God will give you your own.
Amen.
This person that smoke, there is no peace in alcohol. He will use slap to wipe your eyes away one day.
Oh, you go.
Huh?
You go opposite.
You go on.
Yes, sir.
You buy about 4/4. May the Lord bless you. Give you your own. That in this program I command some of them which are called pastor. Private party. Everything invested spiritually in your body. We don't know why you're. Come out of her. Let her go. Leave her. Fire. Bomb. Fire. Shakabo. Everything in your body. Everything in your body. Loose. Holy Ghost. 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 The Holy Ghost. Who stop allowing men to put their mouth in your private part. It will not be long. You will tell me, I'm not ovulating again. How will you ovulate when different tongue is entering your private part? Don't you know that the power of life and death lies in your tongue? A man who is approaching you, you open one leg, one to Jericho, from Jericho, the other one to Israel. You say, prove you love me. Prove you love me. You allow a man, he carry his mouth inside your private part. How can you survive? He carry his saliva. Would you ever? Many boys here are not doing well because of putting mouth in a woman's private part. How can you put your mouth from where a woman is seeing her monthly period? Maybe she just finished seeing her period yesterday. You use your mouth to clean the remaining blood. Sister, stand up. Stand up, stand up, don't sleep. Run to the crucifix and come back here. God will give you your own. Don't be deceived. A man of God can make mistake. He's not a God. But when he continues to do it every day is a questionable character.
Like I have said, right, one of the most effective tools that politicians have used to be able to cement themselves in power and not be challenged by people is the divide and rule policy. This is a very, very effective tool that, if being wielded, will produce a great result. And politicians have understood this very, very well, and they have used it to their own benefit. Now, men of God have also realized that Africans are very spiritual beings, and they believe in all sorts of things. And the only way you bring them to your side, the only way you keep them under your control, is to constantly telling them that someone is after you, someone wants you to cry, someone doesn't like seeing you being happy, someone has stolen your stars, your luck, someone is responsible for your circumstances, for your misfortune in life, and so on and so forth. Men of God have realized that when they kept on preaching these same lines, people would believe it, and people will have it at the back of their minds, and by so doing, they will be stuck with them. That is it. What has putting a tongue into someone's buckle got to do with them having one spiritual thing or the other? How is that even correlated? What is the connection between these two things? It was the same thing that people were saying in Africa, that if two men engage in any romantic thing, it is them performing one ritual or the other. That people, ritualists, are now using men-to-men relationship to fulfill some of their ritualistic need. I'm like, what are you even talking about? Like, what is really going on in your own head? How can you connect these two things? But somehow, preachers have found people who will willingly accept it. That is it. And it really, really pains me so much to see that all these people thinking that their problems are from one person or the other. Their problems are from the devil. Their problems are from their neighbors not wanting them to succeed. If they only be rational with their problems and try to figure out what is actually going on, they will see that their problems are not spiritual, but just physical. They will realize that if they did what they are supposed to do, they would overcome their circumstances. If they get up in the morning and observe themselves and really did some rational thinking, they will see that most of the things, if not all, are just physical things that they could fix all by themselves. But they will not do that. Do you know why? Because it is difficult. Because it necessitates them actually doing something with their own hands. It requires them to use their brains to think. And so they will never do it. Because they are lazy and they don't want to do anything. They are just so lazy. They would rather go and meet a priest who will tell them that, oh, all your problems are being caused by one mama in the village who hates you. All your problems are being caused by that aunt who is hating on you, who doesn't want to see you successful. All your problems are being caused by your friends who are somehow jealous of you. But the honest truth is, those people don't even care about you. Those people don't spend that much time thinking about you. Those people have their own issues to worry about that they don't even care if you live or die. They don't care. They don't even care about you. And most of the problems you are facing are just normal problems that you have to work it out. You have to get to work. You have to toil and sweat. You have to solve all these problems all by yourself. But some Africans won't do it, don't want to do it, but rather just want a man of God to tell them what they want to hear. I always say this, right? If religion was that panacea that were supposed to solve our problems, then all our problems would have been solved by now. But the fact that our problems are still lingering around just led me to one conclusion, that religion is not that paracetamol that would cure the headache that we are all feeling. So my brothers and sisters, put yourself together. Look at yourself. Figure out what your problems are and get to work. Nothing worthwhile ever gets done in a day. Believe me, that is the truth. And please, like the video, share the video, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to the channel. That helps us a lot. And we shall see you in the next one. Thank you.